Okay, so Donald Trump as President of the United States has the power to give out pardons, which are basically get out of jail free cards where for anyone he wants, he can get them out of jail. But doing so, there's been some good ones and some bad ones, and now he just did a really bad one because he let George Santos out of prison. Explaining what a presidential pardon is actually been part of this country since the founding of it with the Constitution, and the reason for that is they actually based it on the British monarch, where the king had the power to pardon anyone they wanted, so they wanted the president to have that same exact power. The first presidential pardon ever done was after the Whiskey Rebellion by George Washington, where after the Revolutionary War they needed money to pay for it, so they put a tax on whiskey, but because of that there was a rebellion by a bunch of people, but to keep the peace George Washington gave some of the people who rebelled a pardon. And there have actually been really good pardons in history, like Gerald Ford and Jimmy Carter, who when they were presidents they gave Vietnam draft dodgers who didn't want to be part of that unjust war a pardon so they can come back to the United States. There were also some really bad pardons, like Bill Clinton, who gave his brother Roger Clinton a pardon, who was a convicted coke dealer, while Bill Clinton was also promoting the war on drugs and sent over 1 million people to jail during his presidency. And he also gave a pardon to Mark Rich, who was a multi-billionaire that donated millions of dollars to the Clinton campaign, but he was actually on the run living in Switzerland because of tax fraud. Then, of course, there was Joe Biden giving Hunter Biden a pardon for having a gun charge on him after he told the American people he wouldn't, but he still did it in the final week of his presidency. For Donald Trump, he's done some good pardons, like Ross Ulbricht, who is the creator of Silk Road, who really was given some unfair sentencing. Donald Trump did pardon within his first 24 hours in his second term. And Donald Trump's given some really bad ones away, like Trevor Milton, who was convicted of securities frauds while he was running the electric car company Nikola, but at the same time he donated $1.8 million to Donald Trump, so they let him off. And there was also pardons like this guy right here, Jake Lang, who's a nutcase that actually came from my hometown in upstate New York. He was known for being abusive to women, and he went to the January 6th rally, and on a live stream he attacked a police officer with a baseball bat, but Donald Trump gave this man a pardon. Now Donald Trump has a new really bad pardon with George Santos, who is a pathological liar and a former congressman. He lied to the American people that he went to NYU. He lied that he went to Baruch. He lied that he was on the Baruch volleyball team and beat the Harvard team. He lied that he worked for Goldman Sachs. He lied that his mom died on 9/11. He lied that his family were Jewish and were Holocaust survivors. He lied about maybe 20, 30 different things, and then he got busted for wire fraud and was going to go to prison for 7 years from it. But Donald Trump offered to give him a pardon just because George Santos is loyal to Donald Trump. George Santos will go on TV and go on social media to praise Donald Trump, and that's all it takes. So Donald Trump doing this shows integrity doesn't matter, honesty doesn't matter, following the law doesn't matter, as long as you're loyal to him. This is a massive insult, and with that, I'm Charles Prolo with Red, Blue, and You. Please subscribe if you learned something.